Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Kishwar Zubair and today I'm gonna talk about an Indian book, and that is Indian Women, An Inner Dialogue by Indra J. Parekh and Pulin K. Garg. This book has been sent to me by its publisher, which is Leaper Publication. It's a Kashmir-based self-publishing house. They also have an app named Leaper where you can discover various books, bookstores, book clubs and book lovers. So if you're interested, do check it out. Now coming back to this book, this is a paid review, but my views are honest and unbiased. So do watch this video till the end to know everything about it. But before I talk about this book, let me tell you a little bit about its authors. Professor Indra J. Parekh is the founder of Antardisha. She is also the founder president of Flame University, Pune. She was a faculty at IIM Ahmedabad for over 30 years and was its dean from 2002 to 2005. She has taught at Texas A&M University and INSEAD Business School as well. She has written numerous articles which has been published in various national and international journals. She is also the author and co-author of several books. She has been honored with several awards both nationally and internationally for her contribution in education, HR and work with women. Pulin K. Garg is a psychotherapist. He has worked in the field of community development. He was the professor of organizational behavior at IIM Ahmedabad. He is also the founder member of the Indian Society for Individual and Social Development and is the Samskarak of that society at present. Both the authors have worked together for several years, and this book is based on various workshops, programs, courses and talks that they conducted all over India for women from different walks of life. They began writing this book in 1983 and it was first published in 1989. It has since gone through many modifications and revisions. Then it was republished in 2023 by Leaper Publication. So I hope now you understand the diligent, careful and thorough research that must have gone to bring this book to life. Now let's start with the review. As the title suggests, this book explores the inner world of Indian women. It is based on the experiences and reflections shared by many females who came from different backgrounds and professions. The book talks about their deepest thoughts and experiences of guilt, shame, pain, grief, anger and turmoil that they have been carrying silently for centuries. It sheds light on what it's like being a woman in India, their struggles, aspirations and evolution over time, and it also reflects on their relationship with the world around them. It follows the journey of women from childhood to maturity and the many stages and circumstances they cross on their way. It deals with the Indian heritage of folklores, mythologies and role models which influence and affect the maturation process of a woman's life by creating clashes between role expectations and realities, which creates hindrance for women to understand their true role, position and identity in society. The book is divided into 7 chapters, so let's talk about each of them in a little bit of detail. The first chapter is titled The Magic Space, which presents 5 folk tales which are prevalent not only in India but all around the world, and through these tales and characters the authors try to explain the symbolic identities that women have assumed in Indian society. Chapter 2 is titled Women in the Tapestry of History. It presents the cultural and historical evolution of India and how it leads to drastic and dramatic changes in the role of women over time. It also examines the contradiction between traditional expectations and modern reality of Indian society. Chapter 3, Echoes and Shadows, explores the experiences of women in context of her family, her relationship with different family members and the different roles that she plays in different stages of her life. The next chapter is Fantasy and Social Reality. It talks about the fantasies, dreams and aspirations that women usually have regarding their marriage, partner and future life versus the reality of being transported into a world of new social relationships. The dilemma this uprooting and rerouting creates, the anxieties to create a new space for oneself and the new struggles of the new journey. The fifth chapter, Struggle with Reality, mentions the harsh realities that women face in their lives, how playing multiple roles leave no time to confront one's real self, which creates a sense of being lost. The next chapter, Beyond the Horizon, Confrontation with Psychological Reality, depicts the mental struggle of women in terms of their attempt to redefine their connection with the environment. How a woman have to cleanse herself of the influence of accumulated pathos of centuries in order to rediscover herself is what this chapter all about. The last chapter, Final Encounter with the Self, describes the confrontation of women with macro and micro identities and finding freedom, dignity and grace to be not just a woman but a human as well. As you might have noticed, this is not a self-help book as its back cover suggests. It's a non-fiction book, or it would be better to say that it's not a regular self-help book which promises to change your life drastically in this many days or give you tips and tricks to improve your circumstances abruptly. This book is a lot bitter, harsher and realistic. It's more like a saga of women. The entire journey of women is meticulously presented in it. It's very well descriptive, which unlike other self-helps do not provide one solution to every problem. The author urges Indian women to challenge the societal norms, transcend restrictions, break the shackles of stereotypes, embrace a new identity and change the world. A few unimportant aspects of this book which I appreciate is, first of all, its cover, which I think is very colorful and is designed by artist Samiksha Verma. There is also a glossary for terms and concepts and a list of suggested readings at the back of this book, which I think is very helpful. The only thing that didn't work for me in this book was its language. I mean, it's not really difficult, but it's not easy either. It was sort of difficult for me. I had to go through dictionary a few too many times, which I didn't find pleasant. Also, this is a heavy read. Although it's just 200 something pages long, it took me a while to finish this book. And because I had to write a review and record this video and all, I was going through this book real quickly. But I will have to go through this book all over again to understand it better, to understand this subject better. So what I mean to say is that it's not a light, easy breezy read. It's a serious book which I found to be tedious at times. But if you're interested in stories, transitions, feelings, dilemmas and perspectives of women, and you want to understand them better, and if you want to understand our society better, then you should definitely give this book a try. And if you're a woman, you're definitely gonna connect and relate to this book, whether you are an Indian or not. This book will educate, inspire and enlighten you for sure. So do read it at least once, and I think I've talked enough about it and it's time to wrap this video up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time with more such bookish videos. So keep waiting and take care of yourself. Goodbye.